Good morning from beautiful Aganda Beach, Goa, India. So it is my last day here. I leave tomorrow morning to take the train to Mumbai. Um, so this has been a good transition into India. My jet lag is gone, as you can tell from my face. I got some sun, and so it's been a nice smooth transition. Now I'm ready for the big city. So I wanted to talk today about backpacking or traveling while being clean and sober. So for those of you who know me, back in February, I celebrated 11 years being clean and sober. Um, and that's been a big milestone for me. And it's for those of you who know very little about me, um, I did a lot of partying when I was younger, did a lot of drinking, did a lot of drugs, dealt a lot of drugs. And then, like many stories, I ended up, my life just fell apart and I made some decisions with bad outcomes and ended up seeking help, going for treatment. And then, and that was my story. And got to the point where I wanted to take other ways out, which weren't so good. So that was my younger years, and then now here I am, 11 years later, clean and sober. But I couldn't have done it with the help of my friends and my family and my community. And so I told myself when I reached 10 years, being clean and sober, I wanted to travel extensively. So I spent the last 12 months saving up all my money, sold all my stuff, and with the help of my amazing community, Kitchener Waterloo, they've helped me raise some funds for this trip. And here I am. So now I'm working on this small photo project where I'm actually meeting folks and taking a picture. And I'm looking forward to showing those pictures when I get back. So the biggest, issue, or I guess the biggest thing I found while backpacking so far or traveling, with a lot of traveling I've done over the years around the world, there's this culture around drinking and partying. Obviously, especially, not obviously, but um, there's this culture around drinking and partying and while you're traveling or backpacking. And and then being in Europe for the last almost 2 months, that's been even harder because there's this culture around like hanging out with friends and going for a drink, going for dinner, having a drink, going for a walk and having a drink, meeting new folks, having a drink. So there's this culture around drinking and partying, and it's weird because I met a lot of backpackers whose response were like, "Oh, you're going through Europe and you're not drinking? How can you do that?" And it fathoms people like that I don't drink. And I'm like, well, some people choose not to do this, and some people choose not to do that, and I choose not to drink. And so that's been a conversation I've been having. And then now that I'm in India, the first thing that someone said to me as soon as I got here was like, "Oh, you're gonna be backpacking in India and you're not drinking? How can you do that?" So it's like this culture, drinking culture, along with backpacking culture, travel culture. It's weird. So um so it's sometimes hard to meet people because of that, because there's certain things I don't want to go do. Like I do enjoy going to a pub once in a while, going to a bar, going dancing. I enjoy doing stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't want to watch people get trashed and then have to take care of them while they're drunk. Because that's not why I'm on this trip. So a lot of people end up going to bars, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going back to my room. So what I've been doing is I've been going to a lot of meetings. For those of you who know me, I go to a lot of 12-step groups, NA, AA. Those have worked for me for the last 11 years, and I've been going to a lot of meetings while I've been traveling, which has been pretty cool. I even got to hang out with a rock star one evening, which has been pretty cool. Um, so I've been using meetings while I've been traveling as a way of support. Um, because backpacking alone is a huge thing. So I need to access as many supports as I can. And social media has been great for that too, and just the internet, which has been good. So if you're traveling or backpacking, and you're also clean or sober, however you choose, it is possible. You can do it. There's a lot of things, obviously, that don't involve alcohol. Meetups, I found, is a really good way to meet people. If you go to, it's an app, it's also a website. There's a lot of events in different cities that you go to. There's a lot of events going on in the city that you can meet folks. Couch surfing, there's also good couch surfing hangouts, which I've talked about in other videos. That's also a good way to meet people. So there are a lot of things that you can do that don't involve drugs and alcohol. And I feel like I've saved a lot of money on this trip by not drinking, because if I did party, then a lot of my budget would be going towards alcohol. And I probably wouldn't have made it very far, because I probably would have drank all my money. So, and I probably would have gotten in trouble somewhere. So anyways, on that note, yeah, so if you are considering traveling extensively, you can do it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm so grateful for my sobriety today, and what it's given me, and now I'm actually on the other side of the world, which is pretty cool. And tomorrow I head to Mumbai. So thanks again to everyone for the last amazing 11 years, and I will talk to you guys soon. Be rich. Bye.